Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Bob Felicia. Welcome back to the Toni Snow Show. I hope y'all are excited to see me just as much as I'm excited to see you. Welcome back to episode 2, where awkward meets authentic, and let's dive into it. Let's catch up real quick. See, here I am, being awkward. I gotta get used to all these new little things around me. How y'all like the setup? Tell me, please. Let me know. Comment below. How y'all like the setup? And if you're listening to this on the audio side of it, and you want to catch how I was on this, make sure you jump over to my YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube and you don't have time and you don't want to visualize this, or you just want to hear my voice, then go ahead and jump over to my podcast. I'm going to leave them up right here. This is my podcast, The Toni Snow Show, and where you can find it. And if you are listening to this, make sure you go to YouTube. It is I Am by Felicia, and you will see all of my video versions of this lovely podcast. And you get to see this beautiful mug. So, what I wanted to like get real intimate and comfortable with you guys. And so, because there's so much like hectic shit going on in the world right now, I don't even want to drag y'all down with it. Like, y'all already know, y'all already seeing it. You know, if you haven't, the world. So go ahead, grab you some tea, grab you some wine, grab you some popcorn, whatever it is, a notepad so you can take some notes. And we'll see how this goes. Okay? So I think I said last episode I was going to talk about one of my stories called Bitches You Dumb. And I think I'm ready to talk about it. So not too long ago, not too long ago, I was dating this guy. And so if any of y'all do not know, I don't put a title on my sexuality. I'm queer. And I'm Felicia. You know, that's it. I like who I like. So now that we got that out of the way, there was this young gentleman, this young man that was wooing me or whatnot. And I kind of was a little hesitant about, you know, really dating him because I don't really do good in the cis hetero men department. I don't do good over there for whatever reason. And so I was really tapping into my extra femme energy. I was really tapping into that. And so I kind of wanted it balanced out by some masculine energy, but from a cisgender man. That was the energy that I was in at that moment. And so, like, I really tried to like put my all into it because I'm a Glover girl, right? Sade is. If y'all haven't met her, I'm telling the story. This is Toni telling the story of Sade. This is when Sade fell head over heels, right? Okay, keep up. So what had happened was I met this guy, and like I was really trying to put him off on one of my friends. That's how that happened. And he didn't want to talk to my friend. He was like, I've been trying to shoot my shot at you. Went completely over my head. I'm really not that good at picking up when someone's flirting with me. I don't know why, but if it's not that direct, it goes right over my head. And so apparently that had went right over my head. And then so we were like communicating, texting each other and things of that nature. And he was like seeing all these little sweet little things, and he had asked me out on a date. Now, age has never really played a factor with me when it comes to dating, because usually I'm dating people older than me. I hardly ever date anyone in my age range or younger. But this gentleman was significantly younger than me. And so the concert that we went to brought on a very, very young crowd. And it is like not the type of, I listen to rap music, like I am a NBA Youngboy fan. NBA Youngboy fan. But this person, I think his name was like Hancho. I think it's the guy that's like dating Keisha Cole. I don't know if they're still dating, but I think that's who that is. And so, if you ever listen to his type of music, just pay attention to his type of crowd. So I wasn't into it. But I went because he invited me, and so I'm trying to like feel him out and see like if the level of entertainment can match, can they vibe. Like I can do some low key stuff, but there are some things that I'm just like, hey, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I went for the sake of him. So we did that. That was really cute. We flirted a little bit. And I felt like a lady. Like he was very shiverish and all that good stuff. So moving right along. We go out on another date, and this is one that I planned because I know the type of things that I like to go do, and he's the total opposite of that. So I had to like show him. And I went to this place downtown where I'm at. It's like this upscale rooftop bar. They sell small bites, crafted drinks, all that good stuff. Like you can't wear a hat or sneakers to get in there type of vibe. And that's what, he normally likes to wear on a daily basis. So, it was kind of out of his element, but he was able, to see something different with me. Now, here's where the guy comes in. I will never, ever discredit anyone from whatever tax bracket they're in. I'll never do that. And quite honestly, I don't like when people ask me what I do for a living. I don't like it unless you have gotten familiar with me enough where we can have that conversation. Usually that's off the table because I'm gonna tell you something off the wall. And my favorite thing to tell people is I'm a sex worker. So if you hear that out there, that is my occupation, I said it came out of my mouth. Okay. So when people ask me stuff like that, and I'm not familiar with you, that's what I say. So I can really care about anybody's occupation because I don't think that defines you or what you can do for me as a person. Now, when you overexert your masculinity onto me, that's when it becomes an issue. And I think because I made it very clear to him, and I'll make it very clear to anybody, I don't need you in my life. And some people take that literally, like I want you there. I want you to occupy this space because I want you there, not because I'm depending on you for anything. And that can come down to love because I got enough self-love for myself where I can go open up that refrigerator and there's plenty of self-love in there. So I have that. And I think he really, really wanted me to like be like head over heels. Like I've been that U-Haul lesbian queer girl. I've been that. I know what all that is. It's not for me. You not coming up in here. I don't care who you is. You ain't coming up in here thinking you for suck up all this good hair and I suck up, use this good Wi-Fi, lay down on this nice plush bag, eat up all my good groceries, and you don't put nothing in. No ma'am, no sir, no press ham. Nobody. And so I'm very secure and I'm very confident not only in myself, and it's with everything that I have. Like it's very difficult to bring me down or tear me down as a person because I've done so much self-work. So I think he was struggling with the fact that he couldn't do much for me in the financial department. I'm cool with that because there's other ways that you can show up for me in my life. Like I have a lot of creative business ideas. Help me with that. Help me explore that. Help me figure out how I can take my ideas and turn that into some type of revenue. Invest in me, invest in my time. If you know that I like taking pictures, be my model. Critique my, there's something that you can do. There's a lot of other things that you can do that don't come with finances, And okay, let's rewind. And because I gotta put this in here. He asked me to be his girlfriend, and this was the first red flag, a month into us dating. I think we had done one on 2 dates, and then he asked me to be his girlfriend. And I was a little hesitant, but I was like, shit, you know, this the lover girl, this Sade, you know, I'm thinking about weddings and all this shit, you know, she just running through it. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? It's either going to be a 14, 60-day or a lifetime. What is it going to be? Is it going to be a 14-day trial period? Is it going to be a 60-day trial period? Or is this going to be a lifetime? It's going to be one or the other. One or the other. And so as the story goes on, we'll find out where it led. So he asked me to be his girlfriend. Like, he broke all this down on why he wanted me to be his girlfriend and stuff like this. And I'm like, okay, well, you got to get to know me. And one of his little favorite sayings that he would say to me is, I got you. What does that mean? Maybe I'm a little behind, but what does that mean? Tell me what does I got you mean? Because when I say I got you, I know what that means. That means if my plan A don't fall B, I got B, C, and D. So what does I got you? And he could never really put that in words to me. And that kind of bothered me because I don't know what to do with that. I don't. And so wanted to be my girlfriend, not girlfriend, him wanted to be my boyfriend. And then he wound up telling me he loved me. And I thought that was very, very early on. I was like, but you don't know me. Like, I'm literally thinking this to myself, like, but you don't know me. And then when he told me with the anticipation of me saying it, I'm like, I'm not saying that. Because I don't mean it. I love you as a person, but baby, I'm not in love with you. I don't know you and you don't know me. We're still getting to know each other. And so we were getting ready. This was like a little summer fling. So I'm getting ready. My birthday's in August. So I have already pre-planned to make plans to go out of the country. And those plans got detoured when some of my friends and family was finding out that I was going by myself, and the country that I wanted to go to, I was indeed not supposed to travel by myself. So I wound up canceling it. And I decided that I was going to take this trip to DC and go to a Future concert. And so I invited this young man to come with me. Like, why not? We dated. Cool. Let's go. I paid for everything. Mind you, I didn't mind because I'm inviting him. But he didn't even try. He paid for dinner out there. So I ain't going to play him like that. He paid for dinner. And I think that was it. Because if we Ubered or took a train or anywhere, that came out of my pocket. Now, I wasn't tripping about it because I had already had this money put to the side because I was going on a trip out of town. So it wasn't like that I was really going out of budget. But it was the fact, we gonna come back to it. So I planned this trip. When I go to concerts, I like nice seating. I like really nice seating. I like doing really nice things because I deserve it. And some people may say, oh, it must be nice. It is. You should try it sometimes. It is. It really is. I like really nice things. And I will treat myself because I deserve it. And so anybody that is with me and I'm in a relationship with them, friend, family relationship, a romantic relationship, you're going to benefit off of that. I have no problem with that. I expect you to. That's cool. I'm a very giving person. So I handle everything, yada yada, woo, woo, woo. We get out there. This is supposed to be about me. It may be because that's the Leo in me. Let me get this mic together. That may be because it's the Leo in me. But when it's my birthday, it is about me. We're out there to celebrate me. So what is I want to do, it is about me. And if you didn't come out here with the intention of everything being about me, why did you come out here? Because this is about me. And it's on my dime. This is about me. So this is where the story gets a little bit sticky. He starts acting like really, really weird towards, we was only out there for 2 days. So like the second day of the trip, he starts acting like mad weird. And like, it was mad weird sexually. I like did breakfast by myself almost on 2 occasions. Matter of fact, it was 2 occasions because the first time I did it by myself, and then the second day something had happened with him. I think he had a nosebleed or something, some bullshit, to be honest. I wound up having breakfast by myself, And I was really kind of just ready to wrap up the trip. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to extend another day. And it was like, I took this man out here and culturalized him. Like, I took him to shit that he ain't ever been to, that he would have never seen in his life. And this is me now talking my shit, because I can talk my shit. Like, I took this man to take him to some culture, to show him some shit. And it was a little bit shit. I could have done more, but this was a little bit shit. And I was like, you know what? Because if you're using me for anything other than fucking with me, you know, that's gonna come back on you. And the girl was picking up red flags, like the whole time during the summer. But I wasn't supposed to cancel this trip, because the trip was the week before my birthday, and like I needed to get out of the Texas. So I wasn't canceling this trip. I wasn't doing that. And the whole time he's like having a side play on this trip. Like, he running game on the side. And I find out about it when we come back. So when we come back from DC, I have, it's not Fast Pass, girl. It's like right here at the top of my head. Anyways, I don't go on the regular people line. That's how we're gonna put it. I don't go on the regular people line. And so the first time we went through, I took all of our luggage, because it's gonna be a breeze. I ain't gotta take out nothing. And this time he didn't let me take it. Excuse me. And so I'm waiting on the other side of security, and I see him get stopped. I don't think nothing of it. And, you know, I look up, make sure he good, and, you know, he flagged me going by my way. I'm just like, all right, cool. And then my little spidey senses started tingling. I was like, there's more to this. This ain't making right. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I get home. I'm gonna wait. And so when I had got home, like, he was like rushing me. Like, he wanted to hurry up and drop me off, and he wanted to bust a move. And I'm like, yo, what's good? Like, what's up? And then he tells me, you know, some sort of transaction had to happen or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, really? So you jeopardizing my livelihood because you on some dumb nigga shit? And you decide you don't want to tell me about it? And you doing this on my dime? And you bringing these folks around me at a hotel that I'm at? Like, a girl's getting lifted, and he's like, yeah, but it's over with, yada yada. No, sir. I have a family. I have a livelihood. And I knew, like, at that point, I knew I hadn't got played. And I wasn't mad, because I went back to, like, some of my audio journalings, and that's gonna be a part 2 of this, of my audio journaling, because I had to give y'all a whole intro. I have in my audio journals of me calling out stuff that he was doing that just wasn't making any sense to me. Like, he would just disappear for hours at a time and would not contact me. And he thought that this shit was like, okay, like, I'm supposed to be cool with that. I'm like, nah, nigga, you been MIA all fucking, I don't understand what's good. And it would just come up with these random excuses that just didn't make any sense to me. And I think when he was trying to, like, explain it to me, I think he was expecting me to, like, believe it. And I wasn't. And it started to annoy him. He was like, you know, he wouldn't bring me around his friends, which I didn't understand. And he didn't want to, one of the reasons that he told me he didn't want to bring me around his friends was because I wouldn't say that I was a straight female. I'm not. I'm far from straight. And he was trying to convince me, well, because he's a heterosexual man and I am a woman in a relationship with him, that automatically makes me straight. I'm like, you know nothing about how sexuality works. But I'm really not straight. I'm not. And you're dating someone that is queer. And that didn't sit with him. And so it didn't sit with me either, because he was like really trying to change that. And I was like, ooh, here's that little feeling. But because Sade was like so wanting this and wanting to be in love, like she was like kind of skating past that. And I had to really have a sit down with myself, and I recorded it, and I need y'all to hear it. I had to have a sit down with myself and like talk some sense in myself and be like, girl, the math is not mathing. And that's how the Bitch Are You Dumb journal came about. That's how it came about. So I'm gonna play that for y'all on the next episode, so that you guys can hear it. You can pick it apart all you want. This is me laughing at myself. And I hope it's a lesson to somebody where you trust your own discernment. Like, I had so much love in myself that there was nothing that anybody could do or say to make me think otherwise, because this man really tried to make me seem as though I wanted too much and that I was asking for too much. And I talk about that in the journal. Really made me feel like I was asking for too much when I could provide anything that I need in my life. I just want companionship. And when something is not sitting right, don't ignore that. And I didn't. I played the game. I allowed the game to play out. And it was unfortunate on how it ended. But his attack's right off. You know, that particular trip, I wrote that off as a business trip for my business. And he was my assistant that I hired that day. So I turned that pain into a tax write-off. That was the moral of that story. That was the moral of that story. So I think I told you little tits and bits of it. It was a very interesting time in my life. So again, when y'all hear it, make sure you come into it with an open mind, because this is me bearing my heart, bearing my vulnerabilities to the world. So be nice, talk to me nice, as my good sis would tell me, talk to me nice. With a little sugar and spice, talk to me nice. And it's a very awkward moments in there. This is why the Toni Show is where awkward meets authentic.